With the Australian summer heating up quite fast, I thought it would be a good idea to build a dam jetty so I didn't have to enter the water like that and could enter something more like this, with a bit more style. So I scouted the dam to find the best location, which was in the shade. I then gathered some recycled hardwood which I would use for the frame. I had to carry that 200 meters downhill, which was quite a workout. I started to hammer in the first post, which was going okay, but I needed a bigger hammer to really drive it into the ground. So I got that sledgehammer and smashed that into the ground. The slope I was working on was very slippery and dangerous, so I had to be careful. After I added in the second post, I screwed on a cross beam to give it some bracing so the structure wasn't going to go anywhere. We carried down some joist, which is really what the whole structure sits on, which is 3.5 meters long. I started to dig some holes, which is what the concrete goes into, and eventually the stirrups, and that's what the joists sit on. So I hand mixed 1 bag of concrete per hole, which is about 1/2 meter deep. I added that concrete in, and then I sunk one of the stirrups into the hole on the left side, and then I repeated the same process for the hole on the right side. And here are the concreted stirrups. That's how our frame's looking. So I carried the joist down and put them on the stirrups and onto the jetty frame, checking that it was level, and believe it or not, it was looking very good. I added 2 more holes about halfway down and filled them with gravel. I then added 2 more posts and another crossbeam to give the whole structure some support in the middle so it wouldn't sag. So it was looking something like that. It was time to find some timber slabs that I was going to use for decking boards. I had to rip them down on all 4 sides to give them square edges, so it would be nice to stand on, looking something like that. I loaded them onto a trolley and then had to take them again 200 meters downhill, which is quite a workout. Adding some oil there, 2 coats so the sun and rain won't destroy them. Here I am laying the first of the boards, the second, the third, the fourth, and so on, working out a pattern that they all fit nicely, and then cutting off the remaining of the posts. Here's Dad laying down a decking board, and Mum as well laying down the last one. So it was looking pretty good at this point. It's been a couple of days' work, and here I am going for the first flip in. Boom. Good. Look at that. Dad having a jump, and Mum having a jump. I came back the next day to screw down all the boards to the joist. And once that was done, had a dance to celebrate, and then another dive. With all the hard work out of the way, it was just time to enjoy the jetty and the dam, doing some jumps, dives and flips. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.